Okay guys, now that we've got through our basic preferences and navigating around the browser, we're going to go into navigating around an FCP, and then after this video we're going to get into the viewer, the canvas, and finally we're going to get into the good stuff of editing. So let's begin with navigation. The first thing you'll notice are these windows are all dark gray. In order to select a window, click on it, and you'll see when I do that it turns a lot gray, while the other ones are still dark gray. If I click on the top of the viewer, you see it becomes light gray. This means that's what window is selected, okay? This is the browser, this is the viewer, this is the canvas over here, and this is the timeline down here. Now, that's how you do your window selection. Let's talk about navigation. Here is your timeline, okay? As you can see, my timeline is fairly long here, okay? Say you want to see all your clips fit in the window, and you can't see it because the other ones, you have to scroll down to see the end of it, as you see. But what if we want them all to fit within the window? Easy. Hit the keyboard shortcut, Shift-Z. And boom, as you can see, that fit all my clips into the timeline here. None of them are off screen. Now we're going to play with the arrow keys a little bit. Okay, if you hit the up arrow, watch my playhead here. If you hit the up arrow, you go back a frame per clip. Let me go back here up here to the end. Now I'm going to hit the up arrow. Okay, as you can see when I do this, it goes to the beginning of the clip. I hit up arrow again. Boom, it clicks to the beginning of this clip. Up arrow again to the beginning of this clip. If you hit the down arrow, it goes forward to the beginning of each clip. So the up and down arrow keys navigate you through the clips to the beginning of each clip, backwards or forwards. Now the right and left arrows, you can see my timeline is barely inching along here. You hit the right arrow and you forward through your clip one frame at a time. You hit the back arrow, you backwards through your clip one frame at a time. Okay? Now let's talk about a few more shortcuts here. What if you're at the end of your sequence and you want to go straight to the beginning? Well, that's easy. Just hit the home key on the keyboard. And it goes boom, straight to the beginning. If you want to go straight to the end of your sequence, hit the end key on your keyboard. On a full-size keyboard, these will be above the arrow keys. Hit the end key and boom, as you can see, it goes right down here to the end. Okay? And of course, the space bar plays. Okay? So now let's talk about how you zoom into your timeline. Of course, you can go down here and you can use this little scroll control here. As you can see, the bigger the clip, the bigger the timeline gets, the smaller this little bar gets. And I can use this bar to scroll around. Or I can grab the ends of the bar and open them up like this, and this does the same thing as Shift-Z. This will shrink, make your time zoom in, or you can zoom out and have your timeline smaller. See, now it's really small. And that's how you zoom in. You use your timeline down here, this little scroll bar, or you can just grab the ends of your little bar here and bring it in and out. Okay? Simple enough, easy enough, no problem. We'll make it small here. Okay, now let's talk about navigating around the timeline without using your mouse. If you hit the J key, the important keys are the J, K, and L keys. Okay, they're swift and they're efficient, and they're a swift and efficient system for controlling variable speed playback from your keyboard. Now it's important to know this because it really helps. You need to learn it, and you're going to be whipping through your footage like pros do. And the way it works is the J, K, and L keys are in a row on your keyboard, and you use them to control playback speed and direction. The I and the O keys, which you use for setting in and out points. If you want to set an in point, say I want to set an in point right here. I just hit the I key, and as you can see, boom, it puts an in point right there. If I want to put an out point, I go to where I want the out point and hit O, and there I have an out point. Now I have an in and an out point. Okay. So the comma key and the period keys you can use to trim edits, and they're located below the J, K, and L. The semicolon and the apostrophe, those keys control the previous and next edit, and this arrangement makes it easy to edit because it places most commonly used keyboard shortcuts under one hand. The apostrophe key, as you can see, does the same thing as the up arrow, just about, or the colon key, I'm sorry, then the apostrophe key does the same thing as the down arrow. That way you're in conjunction with your J, K, and L keys, and we're going to get to that here soon. But don't worry about the apostrophes and the semicolons and the I's and the O's right now. We're just talking about the J, K, and L keys. They're right in a row, okay? So here's a rundown on the J, K, and L keys. If you press the J key, you're going to play in reverse. So watch my playhead. I'm going to hit the J key. There it goes. It's playing in reverse. Now, how do I stop it? If I want to stop it, I hit the K key. Boom, it stops. Now, what if I want to go forward instead of backwards? No problem. Hit the L key. And there we go forward. K to stop. Okay? Pretty simple, pretty easy. Well, there's more than that. What if you hit the J key or L key twice? Let's hit the L key twice to see what happens. As you can see, the playhead is moving twice as fast. K to stop. I'll hit the J key 2 times. Now it's playing backwards twice as fast. K key to stop. And it goes even further. You can hit the L key 3 times. It'll go forward at 3 speed. Now it's zooming along. K to stop. Same thing for reverse. Hit the J 3 times. And there it goes. And it goes even further, guys. Hit the L key 4 times. And it's going to zoom through at 4 speed. Same way with the J key. Hit it 4 times. And you're going to go zoom back. You can stop by hitting the K key or the space bar. Okay? Pretty cool, huh? But there's a little bit more to it than that even. If you hit the K and the J together, it's going to go backwards at slow speed. Okay? If you hit the K and the L, you're going to go forward at slow speed. As you can see, I'm holding the J and the L, and it's just clicking forward there. If I hold the K and the J, it clicks back at slow speed. Okay? And those are some really quick keyboard navigation controls to getting around in FCP. Once you learn how to navigate in one window, you'll probably be pretty proficient in other windows. This was just an overview of navigating around. I went over the browser, you know how to select windows, and you know a few keyboard shortcuts to get you around the timeline, and you know how to set in and out points. The next video, we're going to go over the viewers and the control in the viewers, because you can apply those to the canvas also. As you can see, they both have the shuttle and jog controls and stuff. The canvas has a few extra buttons, and we'll talk about that when we get to the canvas. But for the next video, we're going to go over the viewer, how to load clips in the viewer, how to use the viewer, what all the buttons do, and how it works. Okay? And then we'll move on from there. I'll teach you about the timeline and all these little buttons here on the side and all these controls here. And then eventually we'll move on and get into editing and effects. But this video's purpose was to give you a quick rundown of keyboard navigation, or just plain old navigation around the FCP interface. I look forward to seeing you next time where we talk about the viewer. Thanks for watching.